It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Tuesday, March 29th. I'm James Spann. What a delightful day today. We stay dry tomorrow, and then Thursday will be an active day, maybe a chance of severe weather, and noticeably colder nights for the weekend. So let's go in and discuss. That's the water vapor satellite view. Of course, we're in a very dry air mass. There's a disturbance over the eastern Gulf, well to the south of here, and a big upper low back in the western states. And you always have to watch those in late March and April. This time of the year as they lift out. Temperatures just where you want to see them in late March. Upper 60s and low 70s, Birmingham at 70. We'll expect highs up in the middle 70s tomorrow. And Thursday, we might make a run at 80 in spots if we get a break in the rain, if the sun can break out for a while. Around the nation, noticeably colder. Behind that trough in the western states. There's our watch warning map. We have flash flood watches now for parts of central Mississippi over into some of the adjacent parts of Arkansas and Louisiana, where big rains are expected beginning tomorrow night into Thursday. No watches for our state at this point. And winter storm warnings for many of the mountainous states out west. We'll check the convective outlooks. This is the day one outlook for the rest of today and tonight. A small marginal risk over western Nebraska and for the southern part of Florida, south of Interstate 4. Tomorrow, the standard slight risk of severe storms from near Lake Charles and Galveston north to places like Little Rock, Tulsa, Kansas City, Des Moines, Omaha. A marginal risk clips the extreme western part of Alabama. That's mainly for any storms that would creep in here after midnight tomorrow night, but clearly the main action tomorrow stays well to the west of the state. And then on day three, this is Thursday. That's the outlook from the SPC, and don't be shocked if this changes as we get closer to Thursday. But for now, you can see the marginal risk as far north as Indianapolis. In our state, we have the standard slight risk south of a line from Millport to Birmingham to Anniston. And in many ways, this day remains a mystery. This is not a clear-cut case, as you'll see. But the one thing that's clear is that we should get a lot of rain. This is the rain for the next 5 days. And you can see the bullseye is up around Hamilton, 3.89 inches. The guidance suggesting the heavier rains might be a little north and west of our state. And again, these numbers will probably be adjusted as well. So let's see what we got today. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You can see the trough in the western states. Down below that, the day here should be dry. Partly sunny, very mild, mid-70s. Surface low, 994 millibars over Nebraska. Big snows to the north and west of that. A chance of severe storms south and east of that surface low. But again, for us, the day should be dry. This is just after midnight tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Thursday. And even then, the bulk of the showers and storms are holding west of the state. And then Thursday, the action moves in here. The surface low is over Michigan, 988 millibars. With a trailing front down to about Memphis and Dallas-Fort Worth. So will we have any severe weather? And again, it just looks a little out of phase. We'll start with the low-level jet. This is the wind speed about 5,000 feet off the ground. The higher winds are north and east of Alabama. But the better instability is west of Alabama. But clearly, if we can see a break in the rain Thursday and the sun breaks out, the instability values will be quite high. In fact, this should offer the highest instability values we have seen so far this year. The max CAPE on this is 3,300 joules to the west of the state, but clearly this could be a pretty volatile air mass Thursday afternoon. But remember, the better dynamics are north and east of here at that point. This is the 0 to 1 kilometer storm relative helicity. And the higher values, again, are displaced away from that big instability north and east of Alabama. But there is certainly sufficient helicity here for some rotating updrafts. Understand why the bigger values are to the northeast. With those numbers, we could see a few rotating updrafts. And this is the STP, the significant tornado parameter. And I guess based on the high instability values, these numbers are pretty significant. In fact, these numbers peak at 5 up over the Ohio River, well to the north where the better dynamics will be. But even down into North Alabama, we have STP values that are approaching 3 units. And that's pretty significant. But again, it's just a little out of phase. And I'm not, the tornado threat, I would say, is conditional on the sun breaking through, higher instability, some dynamic support down here. And we're not totally sure that's going to happen. So, yes, we will mention a chance of severe storms, mainly Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. We'll say noon until 8. And here's the QPF coming off the NAM over 84 hours. And again, you can see the bigger numbers are over North Mississippi in the northwestern corner of the state. The bullseyes around Oxford, Mississippi at 4.1 inches. For Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, the amounts are closer to 1 inch. And we've noticed that in the last few runs. But clearly, we'll have showers and storms at times Thursday and Thursday night. All right, Friday. The mess is out of here. Gradual clearing. We'll see a very sharp thermal contrast. Areas south of Birmingham will see 70s. Northwest Alabama could stay in the 50s all day. So, your temperatures on Friday will depend on your latitude. And then Saturday, as the weekend begins, a beautiful, beautiful day. Sunny with a high in the 60s, and the same thing on Sunday. Sunny with mid to upper 60s, just beautiful. Now, how low will the thermometer go in the morning? These are lows Saturday morning off the GFS. Upper 30s, low 40s, and basically the same thing Sunday. So if these numbers hold, obviously it's not going to be a huge concern, but still, growers in the valleys, protected areas will have to watch out for some light frost, especially Sunday. But obviously, with numbers like this would not be a big, widespread killing type frost. We'll go to Monday. A little wave passing well to the south of us. That's just east of West Palm Beach. Rain over much of central Florida. We're still dry. And a week from today, ridging building over the plains. We have a northwest flow aloft, a dry air mass, sunny with a high in the low to mid 70s. Beautiful spring day. This is the end of the forecast period. Friday of next week, April 8th. Troughing passing pretty far to the north. A deep surface low is north of the Great Lakes in Canada with a trailing front, but that's certainly not a severe weather look with the support so far away from us. Temperatures April 6th through April 12th. About average here. Below average to the east, above average to the west. And the numbers, just maybe these cold mornings over the weekend will be the last chance of frost or a freeze this season. Can't guarantee that, but just maybe. As you can see after that, temperatures warm up nicely on through mid-April. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.